With the new buddy system, there's a very common question that gets repeatedly asked. When do I summon my buddy? And my answer to that simply is, whenever it's efficient for you. Okay, video over. Give a like and subscribe. Okay, seriously though, that's kind of the truth by the end of the day, but let me explain. There are some buddies out there that you want as soon as possible. Once you summon them, you're going to snowball with your buddy's ability. These cards usually make up the extra gold spent to summon them through value or fast scaling. Then there's buddies that actually want you to play them later. This is either due to giving you value the higher tier you are, or because they give you a bonus the more you do something. You don't actually want to summon these buddies ASAP, you want to wait a bit for the right time, then play them. And lastly, there's heroes who are just kinda like, yeah, it'd be nice to get these out, but do it when you can. If you're doing well buying other cards, then focus on those instead. Then summon the buddy when it's cheap and efficient. There's no real rush to get these buddies out, other than to make sure you get them cheaper for later. Consider as well, the difference in gold depending on your leveling curve. Sometimes gold becomes awkward between purchasing minions, your hero power, leveling up to the next tier, and your buddy. If your buddy is someone you want out ASAP, maybe you can forego upgrading or buying a minion. Or if you're someone who takes advantage of all your gold possible, maybe you have to play your buddy at a time where you're not busy upgrading and using your hero power. Also, don't forget about Poetic Pen Pal. It definitely helps you out in curves in certain turns, or even bring out your buddy for free. I wouldn't get him all the time though. If I had to choose between picking Pen Pal or a card that will help me win the next fight, I would rather win the round. Now, what about the second part? If you recall from my Big Buddy video, not everybody really needs the other copies. So for those heroes, don't worry about it too much, just summon them when they're cheap. For the buddies you do want out immediately, you have to weigh the pros and cons in your head. Let's take someone you want to triple like Ragnaros, and someone you want multiple copies of like Ticketus. Lucifron is a tier 5 buddy, making it one of the most difficult buddies to get out fast. But the rewards for tripling Lucifron are very much worth it. By the time you have Lucifron, you should not only have your hero power, but multiple other minions that have end of turn effects. It's definitely efficient to get the last 2 copies of him out at around 7 or less costs. The extra benefit of the third end of turn buff plus the Discover is very well worth it. Going back to Ticketus, you actually need to wait for a certain time. The first time you get your buddy should be around turn 8. Personally, I would even summon the buddy before turn 8 if I have spare gold. The second time for your last 2 copies ideally should be around turn 12 so you can get to tier 4 prizes. Additionally, since he has a buddy that gives a lot of value when you play it, there are times where you're fine with playing your buddy at an expensive cost. The positive you gain from the buddy is well worth spending all that gold. Let's take another buddy who wants multiple copies like Mutinous. He actually wants to get his last 2 copies ASAP, but he also does not want to lose out in tempo. So it's similar to Ragnaros, get it at a cheap cost like 7, 6 or lower. Some heroes are lucky though, they got enough value to make up for the expensive costs. Heroes like Lord Barov or Murloc Holmes have abilities that give you extra gold, so getting the last copies for a high cost isn't that much of a downside. So let's summarize a bit to make this as clear as possible. For your first copy, figure out when is the best time to get your buddy. Is it more beneficial in the early game, the mid game, or just whenever it's convenient? Where does summoning your buddy fit in your leveling curve? Maybe you should do something unorthodox to get the most out of your gold. If you see Poetic Pen Pal, decide if it's more beneficial to pick that card or something stronger for the next round. For your second copy, how much value will you get from getting the second and third copies? Consider their abilities and calculate how much you're benefiting from the extra copies. Is it the right time to summon that buddy, or should we wait to do it later? Consider other stuff like the Discover, Firework Fanatics buff, and if you will have a tempo or value loss from getting the extra copies. I hope this helps you all understand when exactly you should get your buddy. It's not all that intuitive at first, but the more you play, the more you should get a hang of it. It all depends on the hero and the situation, so pay attention and think a little bit more when it comes to your strategy. Thank you all for watching. Please give the video a like and subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in coaching, just for $12 an hour, I can coach you on anything you need to know about Battlegrounds through Medify or WeCoach. And also, if you like my videos, please consider donating to my Ko-fi so I can keep making them. And if you want to know what I'm working on next, or just my thoughts on the current state of Battlegrounds, please follow my Twitter. See you all next time, and I hope to see you all climb.